The screen is black. Not empty, but heavy, a suffocating, absolute darkness that seems to press in on you. The only thing you hear is the sound of your own heartbeat, or is it something else? A low, deep, rhythmic thumping from the earth itself. August 5th, 2010, 2 p.m. The San Jose Mine, Chile. On the surface, the shift change is a mundane ritual. Below, a mountain begins to move. It doesn't roar, not at first. It groans. A deep, tectonic sigh that shakes dust from the ceiling 700 meters down. For 33 men, the world becomes a thunderous, collapsing tomb. The lights die, the air fills with a choking, blinding dust, and then silence. A silence more terrifying than the noise. 17 days. The world above has already begun to mourn. The rescue drills bite into the earth, one after another, probing blind. They hit nothing but solid, unyielding rock. The engineers' maps are lies. The mountain has shifted, its internal geometry remade. Down in the refuge, the heat is a suffocating blanket. The food is a single spoonful of tuna every 48 hours. A man's belt is tightened to the last hole, his body consuming itself. They listen. Every man's head is cocked, listening for a sound that doesn't come. The only thing that breaks the silence is the slow, maddening drip of water from the rock. Day 17, 6 a.m. On the surface, a drill bit, known as Plan B, is their last, best hope. It's a different angle, a different theory. It grinds downward, a needle searching for a heartbeat in a continent of stone. Down below, a man named Mario Sepulveda is jolted awake, not by a sound, but by a vibration. A faint, high-pitched whine, a metallic, teeth-rattling sensation coming through the rock. He scrambles to his feet, shouting for the others. They press their hands and ears against the hot, damp walls. The sound grows louder. It's real. The drill head bursts through the ceiling of their tunnel in a shower of rock and hope. For a moment, there is only stunned silence. Then, a roar of celebration, of tears, of life returning to 33 men on the brink of extinction. They swarm the drill bit, embracing its hot, greasy metal. But the celebration is short-lived. The sound changes. The whine of the drill stops. The bit is being withdrawn. They have minutes, maybe seconds, before it's gone forever. They scramble. Luis Urzua, the shift foreman, the man who kept them alive with rationing and rules, barks an order. They need to send a message. But how? They find a stub of a pencil. They tear a page from a notebook. They tie the note to the drill bit with copper wire, their hands shaking, not from fear, but from a desperate, furious hope. They slap the metal, a frantic, metallic applause, sending it back up. The drill bit ascends, carrying their fragile scrap of paper into the light. 7:15 a.m. On the surface, a crowd of exhausted engineers and rescue workers watches the drill rig. The bit emerges from the borehole. A mechanic named Pedro Rivero moves in to disengage it, and he stops. His eyes lock onto a piece of paper, fluttering in the dry Atacama wind, tied to the steel. His hands, stained with grease, reach out. He unties it with the reverence of a priest. He unfolds it, his eyes scan the words, and he begins to weep. He turns to the stunned, silent crowd, his voice cracking as he reads the words aloud to the world. "We are well in the shelter, the 33 of us." The message is a miracle, but it is only the beginning. The borehole is their umbilical cord. They send down water, liquid glucose, a video camera. The world sees their faces, gaunt but grinning, emerging from the darkness. They are alive. But the mountain is not finished with them. The rock continues to shift, groaning its displeasure. The rescue shaft, the one that will finally bring them home, is a painstaking, millimeter by millimeter battle against a living, hostile geology. The men below now face a new enemy, the agonizing weight, the fear that after being found, they might still be left to die. They are given a mission to prepare for the extraction, to help their rescuers from the depths. They clear debris, they exercise, they stare up at the pinprick of light that is the future. The final rescue capsule, dubbed Phoenix, is lowered. It is a tight, claustrophobic shell, a technological cocoon designed to carry them one by one through the belly of the mountain. The first man to ascend is not the strongest, but the one they all agree has the most will to see his family, Florencio Avalos. The hatch closes, the winch engages. For 17 minutes, the world holds its breath, watching a cable ascend through 622 meters of darkness. The capsule emerges into the blinding floodlights of the Chilean night. The hatch opens. A man steps out, squinting, into a world he thought he had lost forever. One by one, they follow. Each ascent a lifetime, each emergence a rebirth. The final man is Luis Orzua, the foreman, the last to leave his post. The 79th hour of the rescue ends as the last man is free. The mountain is silent, the story is over. But the darkness they left behind, it never really leaves them.